booties for black girl nerds.
Hi, Neil. It's so good to talk to you this morning. As we enter into season 3 with our new gods and our old gods, it's so easy to, when you have opposing factions, to want to have a good side and a bad side. In season 3, will we be able to find shades of gray between the two sides? Is there a definitive good side, bad side as we go through the journey with each of the opposing factions?
One of the things that I love about Bilquis, Yetide's character, is that she's one of the old gods who actually understands the advantages of the new gods. None of us lives in a vacuum. And I think especially in 2020, during a time when, you know, I'm baking my own sourdough bread every couple of days with a sourdough starter that's 70 years old and is just like the sourdough starters people were using thousands of years ago. And I'm talking to you on Zoom, you know, sitting here in my house. You realize that it's never as simple as the new gods are the good guys or the bad guys, and the old gods are the good guys and the bad guys. One of the things we wanted to do, that I wanted to do in the novel, but I really feel that we throw beautifully into focus in season 3, is the idea that it's never as simple as that.
Absolutely. With Shadow, he's just so longing to have some type of normalcy, but he was almost predestined to never have that, given his origin. What will his journey be like in season 3? He's on this arc in Lakeside there, and he wants that. He's got hair, and you know, he's looking like a different guy. What is that journey like for him this season?
Ricky Whittle is one of my favorite people, and I love the way that Ricky became, and has been for 4 years now, the beating heart and smiling soul of American Gods. One of the things I love about Shadow's journey into season 3 is it actually allows us to get a sense of that Ricky Whittle. As Shadow is in hiding, Shadow is taken on a completely different identity. He's grown his hair, he's grown his beard, he's got an assumed name, he's trying to find a whole new life. And this version of Shadow is much more cheerful, much more personable. I suppose in some ways almost much easier to hurt than the Shadow that we met before, who was tough and guarded. But I think his journey is a very difficult one, because he's having to come to terms with who he is, coming to come to terms with what that means, coming to terms with his family, his history, and also with what he wants and needs and who he is becoming. And I love the fact that, you know, season 3 at the end of the day is a roller coaster with Shadow Moon absolutely dead center as our protagonist, taking us all the way through it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Neil. Appreciate your time, and looking forward to seeing the chatter that takes place with the season.
Me too.
Bye-bye.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerds. Better shake your booties for black girl nerds.